there's somebody. Hey guys, welcome. Hello. We had a few people show up and they immediately bounced. Like I'm on the wrong TikTok. They just left. But you're here now, so this is working out great. You guys can't see much of that guitar, can you? Do you need to see how the magic happens? Do you need to see how the sausage is made? We can do this. I believe in this. Yeah, we did it. How's your night going? Where are you checking in from? I was on earlier and there was some Poland here. It was fun. I love Poland. Yes. I'll take that as a yes. All right, you're from yes, you're from great. Excellent. Okay, we got some Wisconsin. Hey man, sounds great. Thank you. I figured we could come play some music. That's always nice, right? Gets you right in the bones, like it just right to the middle parts, you know? Hold on a second. I gotta put this. We were about to be disturbed, but we're good now. Dude, I'm glad you like the content. Feel free to check in. Let me know where you're from. Where are you enjoying this fine TikTok from? And what's going on with your evening? And if anyone has questions, like the big questions, I always love those. So feel free. Just hit me up, you know? The big ones. Nothing awkward, you know? Atlanta, what's up? Is that a New Hampshire in there? Oh, there we go. Now you can see how the sausage is made. There it is. Atlanta's up in here. Who else we got? I also have no idea who I'm talking to all the time. I mean, there's a couple people I've made friends with, but I've really only made friends with their the little dot of them or a username. But I love them, but it just, you know, it's like this mystery. I don't know if I'm talking to like a 65-year-old woman or a 13-year-old boy. 13-year-old man, I should say. Shoot. Might as well be. All right. Quebec, what's up? I'll take it. More likes can attract viewers. Like the thing. Hit the little screen. Just give it the old tap, you know? And the likes happen. And it attracts more viewers. Did you know that? The TikTok told me. Can I play some Revolution? I don't know it, but I'm into it. If I've heard it, I could probably figure it out. Sounds great. I love that dark child. Looks like it is mahogany. Rich mahogany. I think, well, Taylor does these in the Tyack plant, right? This is a laminate back and sides, GS Mini. Laminate back and sides means plywood. I really appreciate those likes, because that'll attract more viewers. Thanks, TikTok, for being so cool. So what that means is it's not a solid tone wood all the way through. It's like a plywood layers, but they only use tone woods for their plywood, so that's nice. Which are more resonant woods like a mahogany or sapele, which I believe this is mahogany, and this actually looks like sapele to me, which is very similar to mahogany. It comes from the same regions of Africa. But it generally has a grain more like that, when mahogany has a little bit more of a differentiated grain. It's just wood. It's just wood stuff. But the mahogany has a richer tone to it. I'm also using this little capo here to change the tuning a little bit. So I have this like droney open string to get a little more, some of the oomph. I mean, if wood could talk, it would play music. Oh yeah, the type of wood affects the sound big time. Yeah, there's all kinds of nuances in the wood, even the neck, like what the neck is made out of, it changes the sound. Fade Away Please, Just Be. I don't actually know anybody else's songs, but I just play some songs I like. I wrote for the sunset. What more would you want other than songs written for? I don't know if they were for the sunset or I just wrote them during sunset, but I like to say that I wrote them for the sunset because I was usually just kind of noodling around. Are you guys staying hydrated? You got your tea? Yeah? I hope so. And what's going on in your life? Anybody out there having human problems? I mean, I assume that since there's 17 of us, 18 of us, and we're 18 or more gathered, there's going to be some fucking shit going down, So, what's going on in your life? You guys need anything? So much is going on. Just maybe something cool. Who's got something really cool going on? You can share that. And then somebody who's got something really shitty going on. We could share that. And even if I'm not paying attention to the comment, these lovely people in the comments will also support you. How long did it take you until you feel free on the knock to have a human problem trying to play guitar? Hold on. How long did it take you until you felt free on the knock? I think this is code. Free on the knock. That's like how you get in the speakeasy, right? Free on the knock. And they're like, come on in. You're having a human problem. Okay, how long did it get me to be free on playing guitar? Just like real flowy? Like just lots of thousands of hours of playing. And it wasn't until recently, in the last year or so, that I really kind of tap in onto like this flowy state with it. When before I could tap in when like the band was playing and everybody was in that, like the pocket together, the vibe. But like you just felt something different and like your hands would do different things. Like music would come through you in a way, like this nuanced stuff. So it's almost like this felt state. Anyway, I kind of figured out more how to do that recently, just loose, like a much looser way to like flow in it, You're always learning. Somebody wants to do something, be nasty. I don't want to have a battle, so I just declined you, but I love you. Looking for a remote job. Are you looking? Am I looking? Just feeling the feels. I'd recommend just feel the feels, Just don't worry about the remote job right now. Everyone cool with that? Okay, we're just feeling feels. Packing myself a bowl. Well, yeah, pack a bowl and listen to some guitar. Just chill out for a second. You should play Come Along with Me guitar background sounds of Adventure Time. I'll have to figure that out. Oakland, what's up? 4th time. Dude, I've been going to town today. I feel like it's like I'm gonna have the kids and I can't like jump on live and hang out with you guys. And honestly, I love it when we get in the vibe together and you guys are asking questions and there's like some healing stuff happening, you know? People are starting to feel their feelings and learn how to deal with stuff. Adventure Time song. I don't even know what that is, guys. I'll figure it out though. I'll learn it for you. Come along. Oh shit balls. Butterflies and bees. I'm just gonna play something I'm gonna make up for you. How about that? I will play something completely original, maybe something similar to what I've been playing, but I'll make up something brand new. Is that cool? Can we get some hearts for that at least? Jeez, I'm gonna write you a song. One little heart. It's like a little cough. Man, I don't want to be dramatic. Or overly dramatic. Okay, everyone. Sip your tea. Oh, thank you for the hearts. That's good. That feels like my heart's beating now. Again, I feel things again. Finally, get a little serotonin hit. I'm glad you're on live here. This is the place to be right now. I'm about to write you a song. And the hearts keep me going, truly. It gives me a warming sensation right here. And that might have been the tea, but I really feel like a little, maybe it's a fluttering. I'm all aflutter. That was pretty nice. That's just for you guys. Never played that before in my life. I've never even heard that song before until right now. Okay, that guitar have a whammy bar. I wish. I love. Honestly, I'm an electric guitarist. I don't play this. This isn't even a good guitar. This is like a $400 guitar. Bob Taylor gave it to me, this guy. And then Diodario gave me some stuff for it. And then I didn't pay for a thing on this guitar. It has a really nice LR bag system in it that they gave to me at the NAMM show. They were like, "Here, you should try this." And I was like, "All right." Bob gave me fucking guitar. I didn't. I was just being nice to people. That was a horrible chord. That wasn't nice to anybody. Okay, where are we at? Would you rock the Adventure Time song? What's the Adventure Time song? I'll learn it right now. There's been like 18 requests. Somebody just hum it for me so I can hear you. Wouldn't that be great? We should do a giant Zoom call and just all get rowdy. God, Nelly, you don't have YouTube on this, do you? Oh, it's an airplane mode. This is a phone I let my daughter use. It's bricked. She just has Wi-Fi. Adventure Time. I feel like a grandma right now. Time theme? Is it just the theme song for Adventure Time? We're gonna do this together. Let's go to Ultimate Guitar. Oh, I wish I could view it in the app, but the app's on that phone. Thanks, Adventure Time. Okay, ooh, this looks sick.
Folks don't tend to pass through.
Is this an advertisement?
Welcome to Plush Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 darkest kids cartoons.
I thought this was gonna be different. Is this Adventure Time?
We'll be looking at animated shows.
God, that looks hilarious. Please give me the video for the thing. Definitely gonna watch that with my kids. For the love of internet usage!
So, what's your happiest memory, Squidward?
Okay, here we go. Tap to unmute. We got this. It's gonna be an ad. Just give it a second. Oh, no?
Adventure time, come on, gather friends. We're going to very distant lands. We keep going, humans will never end. It's adventure time.
What? That's just a stupid country song. Or a worship song, guys. It's not that hard. Oh, wait, what was it? Right? I'll learn it real quick. Is that the main? Is that somebody just singing it? I think this is just some guy singing it. This isn't the actual song. Give me the. Is there a really rad version of this song? I should read these comments. I keep asking you guys to lead me into the golden land here, but Butterflies and Bees. It's an amazing kid show and adult show. My kids. Stop. God. This is a kids app. I'm gonna cuss less. Okay, I should probably watch the show with the kids, right? Treasury management analyst. Oh, I don't know what's happening. The vibe of these comments. I want some of this Adventure Time. So we're learning this song. Can we get a good version up in here, please? I seriously, Nellie's supposed to be managing this phone, and YouTube's not on this phone, and I think she's gonna be sleeping outside from now on. I can't even deal with this. I think I know the iCloud password for it. I have it in the notes. It's hard. Honestly, it's hard being a parent and managing media devices. Can you imagine, like, the struggle that can be? Adventure Time. What was it called again? Butterflies and Bees is the name? Is that it? Butterflies and Bees? Come Along With Me or Butterflies and Bees. Okay. Come Along With Me. Butterflies and Bees. Oh, Adventure Time, yeah. Search results are looking positive. Okay.
I came pretty close to biting it back there.
Is this right?
I never would have gotten out of there without your singing. It's amazing how strong that song was. Music is powerful, man. It speaks to a primal pit in our brains. It makes anyone want to get up and get their knees going. Gotta get them pumping, pumping, pumping. Boom, 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 boom.
This is great.
What do you think, musical?
This is not the
Jake's
song though, right?
A good song can really wrap people up in a mood, better than any words alone could. Actually, I've been working on a new song myself.
Is this
It's
it?
about a really specific feeling that's hard to describe.
This is the song,
Would you like
right?
to hear it?
I do.
Sure, yeah.
Oh shit. You get the idea, right? Great. I'm so into this. I'm gonna learn this whole song for you guys. I'm just gonna rip it one night. You'll be just living along with me. I'm gonna break this out. You're not gonna know what hit you. That was good.
Check it out, dude.
Very pretty.
That was a good recommend, you guys. I appreciate you. Whew! Had a moment there. Yeah, that was good. That was really good. Metallica, Nothing Else Matters. Isn't that the... I'm just gonna play you something of my own, okay? Enough with this other stuff. That was a good one. They didn't even really bother to tune the guitar all that well. In the version they recorded, that's what makes it great. It's like a little bit off as concert pitch. It's great. That's how you know it's good. If anybody has any questions about life, I offered that earlier. You could ask the big uns, but all we got is some adventure time. I wish I could be as happy as you all the time with the big smile. That's a wonderful wish. I wish the same. It took a little practice. And sometimes I choose to bring joy out, even in the midst of sorrow. Sometimes I'm just sad. I let myself just be sad. But when you kind of figure out, you learn to just allow all of the emotions, all the big ones and the small ones, the stuff that you're like, oh, that sucks. But then once you allow it, you're like, oh, that's just a thing passing through. Then you get to kind of just choose your joy when you want it, which is all the time. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, why not? You just gotta practice. You'll get there. But you also have to decide that you're that in the moment, every moment, and then that's your practice. But how do you deal with chronic multi-system diseases? Okay, excellent question. I'm gonna just spit some like theoretical Daniel mumbo jumbo, whatever feels good for this. Sounds good? This is not a recommendation. Let me just follow you. Feels like it's rooted in some trauma, some old stuff. Like in your gut. And it comes out in those like the autoimmune things and whatever's going down. And you can kind of like treat the symptoms a little bit to dissipate them, but it never really does it, and other stuff flares it up, and I think it's from like a locked away something or another, some of that shadow stuff, or it feels like that. So I'd say go in there more on that like that deep like self-acceptance and anything blocking you from truly deeply believing in yourself. Like work on that stuff. And it might clear up the other like chronic things that are undescribable by Western medicine. Look into some of Anthony Williams' stuff, Medical Medium, if you haven't. It's an excellent source of information for healing gut things on like this kind of energetic level as well. Let me know how that feels for you. You can message me. I friended you. My now ex-boyfriend told me he got psyched out because things got a little too real. Why I got ghosted. All right, this is excellent. I mean, you know what I mean, right? I'm not saying that your situation is excellent here, but this is an excellent question because everybody deals with this kind of shit, right? It's like a two-part thing here. You know, it sucks getting ghosted. But it's never your fault it's never you when you get ghosted. Maybe something of an element that you need to learn of self-acceptance so you don't draw in that kind of energy. But ghosting always happens from an element of non-self-acceptance from the ghoster. The one doing the ghosting. The dick move. Alright, we'll call it that. So we know. The one pullingeth, the dicketh moveth is the one doing the ghosting. And why would they ghost? Okay, they're into you. So they either get to a space of non-self-acceptance where they're like, this person's too much for me, and they get like a little scared. And then they like don't know how to talk to you. Like they just feel that they can't accept themselves. It's somebody they dug so much would it then also accept them. And then they kind of shrink away, and get ghosted. And then there's the kind of maybe opposite end of that spectrum. Maybe just like the opposite, like dickish side of that, where they're gonna ghost out of there and they don't have the self-acceptance or courage to have the respect to say, hey, this isn't something that I'm fully into, so I want to respect this and say peace out in a nice way. So they can't accept themselves to have the courage to do that. So either way, it's like you kind of dodged a bullet, because there's some serious self-acceptance issues with the person doing the dick move. So that's one element of the old ghosting thing. So people do get psyched out, they get in their heads. So it's not your fault. But at the same time, why you gotta draw in some ghosty energy, you know? What do you gotta learn from that? What's it there to teach you? What parts of you does it hurt a little bit, you know? And then you go in there and you ask yourself why you would feel that way. Why would have these lessons come your way, you know? You bring it back inside and, you know, clean up the operation. Things get a little easier. Okay. You make me feel better. Now my ADHD settled down. Cool. Yeah, good. You should listen to my podcast too. You'll fall right to sleep. This ease. Yeah. Last time we see each other in person, you told me have a good day. Was this me? Did I do that? I mean, I do that kind of stuff, so it's not like I'm be surprised. Jack or Queen. Wait, did I see you in public? I see a few people around town. Are you the oh, you're Ghost. I was like, what are we talking about? I thought you were the girl that worked at Sprouts in La Mesa. I was cruising through the Sprouts, buying some snacks to take to the skate park. And this Sprouts girl was like, are you the TikTok guy? And I was like, I am the TikTok guy. And we had a little love fest in the aisle there. It was fun. Anyway, it's Sarah. It's Sprouts. Sprouts Sarah. I think it's Sarah. If you're here, Sarah, or if your name is something other than Sarah, please say hi and also correct me on the possible name faux pas. I apologize. What do you guys got going down? Got anything you gotta work through? Can I offer you any life advice? Or what's your favorite piece of life advice you've received up until this point? The most beneficial thing? It is what it is. This is an excellent life lesson. Learning to stay in the moment. Is the moment a wild thing? It's just like this always moving thing of singleness. It doesn't make a lot of sense, let's be honest. I think it would be just accept what you cannot change, yeah. And you kind of learn to ride that moment, realizing like all of it's just sort of happening. And the more you accept it, the more you're like empowered by the moment to like go right where you need to be. Thank you. You gotta keep the shade game strong, you know? Honestly, you wanna know what's cool? Is I've not bought a single pair of these shades. Not a single pair. Not one. I shit you not. There's like 5, 6 really cool pairs of shades. I've not purchased a single pair. This pair, right? The originals. Look at them. Do you see these things? Look at them. Look at them. Keep looking. Okay, now that you got a good look. I was wearing these in a video that got popular, the one about spirituality, or the lack thereof, to ultimately find spirituality, but not everybody got that part. I was wearing them and it got popular, and everybody was like, where did you get those shades? And I was like, crap eyewear, and I kept tagging them. And then they followed me, and I sent them a message, and I was like, you guys need to send me some shades. And they're like, yeah, that's cool. So they sent me 4 pairs of amazing shades. And the other pair of shiny shades, the Gooders I have. Oh, first off, where did I get these? You might be asking. you might be asking yourself inside your heart, where did Daniel originally get those green goblins, which are known as the super freak, in case you're wondering? Where did he get such wonderful, like such an amazing, beautiful piece of eyewear, you know? Something to grace that face. Where would this come from? And I shit you not. I was there genuinely cleaning up trash at the meditation circle all but early, you know? I'd always go like pick up the stuff. I'd get like junked sometimes, you know, people who hang out at night and be in a bunch of like beer cans in the bushes and just go kind of clean it all up. And there was these glasses sitting there. I like went to go pick them up thinking they were trash. And I was like, oh, these are like some nice glasses, and they're kind of heavy. Look at them, you know. Like I got my phone light out. I'm like, these don't have like any. There's no like grease on them. It's like nobody's ever worn them. It was like they were sitting there and it was there like dry. You know, it's like first thing in the morning. They're just sitting there all cute. And I was like, all right. So I put them on the little pillar for everyone to see, because they were losing their glasses, and we did our meditation thing. They're still there, and I was like, well, I guess we'll take the glasses. And then when I look at them on my face, I was like, those were definitely left there for me. So, and then they got in a video that just happened to get popular, and then Crap sent me a bunch more. And it's Crap Eyewear. I'll shout them out forever because I love that they sent me sunglasses. And then the Gooders. I went to a Christmas party. There was a gift exchange. It was the day. It was like the kids got picked up, and I went right over there, and I was just like, I don't care about the gift exchange. I'm just gonna go eat the snacks and like hang out with everybody, you know, like a proper Christmas party. And then right towards the end of it, Lindsay's like, "Do you want this extra ticket? Like nobody has it." And I was like, "Okay." And I nailed these like Gooder sunglasses. They're all shiny and beautiful, just beautiful, you know. Did I buy a single pair of these sunglasses? No. They just come to my face and they sit upon the crown of my nose, which I consider my crown jewel, obviously. How else would all these sunglasses stay in place so well? All right, I'm done. That's my advertisement for Crap Eyewear. If you can't see that because it's not focusing on it, but it says Crap right there. They're this little company up in LA that makes all these vintage vibe glasses, and they're great. Okay, no regrets. This is a good thing. This is a good thing to remember when you're having a life lesson. Why would you want to change? Nobody needs to change. Just got to accept that little moment, you know? Have any of you guys been listening to the podcast? And there was a new episode today. Quit my job, now drive for Amazon. Oh, on your Rocky Life lesson. So what are you learning? Better peace message, money is lacking. I don't know what those pay. But you get a little bit more like nobody breathing down your neck kind of thing. Thank you for the maximum pandas. Listening to a lot of books, reading, I'm just trying to deliver myself. Yeah, cool. I'm glad they're helping. And remember, like, you know, sometimes life does one thing and sometimes it does another thing, and both are okay. You know, sometimes it's not like exactly the way you expected it to be, but there's like some rad thing to learn right there, and that's cool. So just drive it. You know, it's like chop wood, carry water. The more beautiful you make the moment, the more into it you are, the more it spreads out from there. Instead of trying to like demand that everything outside be your moment, you just make your moment rad. Drive the truck, deliver the packages, be extra rad, and then voila. Life is a thing. Which, by the way, is the name of the podcast you should be listening to. New episode out today. Guys, all you gotta do is tap the screen. It's actually good to exercise your finger right now. Everybody lift your finger up. You can do it. And give it a couple little tap, 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 tap. And then it likes the video. And then it thinks, the TikTok thinks that people like the video, you know. You really do. See, look at those little fingers, a whirl. You're just a whirl right now. It's amazing. Do you feel it? You feel it tingle? Oh, we were gonna do some magic. What was the title of this, by the way? Something in magic? Big vibes in magic? We can do some magic. We did magic last night. Who was here? Who ascended last night? Because there was a few of you that we had an ascension spell, and by morning you would have ascended. I don't know if you missed it or not, but it was pretty good. It was the best ascension spell I've ever done. Also the only one, maybe the only ascension spell ever done in the history of mixed mediums. Okay, what are you guys talking about? The pod. The pod? Thanks for all those hearts. Yo, my man. Love the shades. Green is your favorite color. I really do like these green ones. You were there? Okay. Okay. Do you feel ascended today? That's the question. Just answer the question correctly, which is yes. Just answer honestly for everybody. Do you feel ascended? Well, you had to be there last night to know what I meant by ascended. That was the thing about last night. And what happens last night definitely is gone in the ether. That's the fun thing about lives. They're in the moment, you know? You think so? See? You ascended. It's like little bits at a time. Because if you were to fully ascend, you would the fabric of you-ness would deconstruct. Because there has to be some type of polarity for you to actually hold together. So you realize that all of it is ascension, and then you just kind of view it. You know, you look at it. Just look at it. Would you look at it? It's like that. Are we all on the same page with ascension? Ascend by the dude. Definitely felt good today. See? Ascension. Anyway, we'll do another spell tonight. We're just going to do a good old-fashioned, because we're into the green right now, right? You guys want to do a little witchcraft? This is Daniel Witchcraft. It's all in love and greenness, you know? Everybody, pick up your crystal. Do you have it in your hand? Everybody, okay? You got them up? Hold them up. Say hello, crystal. Hello, crystal. Give a sniff. You don't really need to do that part. We're just gonna get warmed up for a spell. I'm gonna just uncramp my little legs a little bit, if that's okay. Hey, if there's any Christians in here, you gotta look away, because this is gonna turn into some real witchcraft here in a second, you know? Yeah, you gotta have a crystal. Dude, you can't fucking do the spell if there's not a... Maybe if I stiff mine twice. Okay, we're in. Everybody breathes some breaths, just regular breaths. Doesn't really fucking matter. Just take some big breaths. Long ones, preferably. That go way down, like into your guts, and up through your head. Just take some big ones. You got it. Now you're getting it. And just cool your shit down a little bit. Here's a good way to do it. If you breathe in for 4 counts, and then you hold for 4 counts, and then you breathe out for 4 counts, and you hold for 4 counts. You do this like box pattern. It's called box breathing. It's very exciting. So let's try it. It's easy. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. And out. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. So it's called the chill the fuck out breath. So what it does is it kind of robs your body of a little oxygen, and tricks it. Starves the cardioid nerve of oxygen, which triggers a slowdown in all of your organs and your systems. So it tells your body to calm down. Everything just chills out. So that's, breathe a breath like that if you want to get fancy. Or you could just breathe. That's warm up for this spell. Yeah, okay, we covered the fact that you need a crystal to sniff. Alright, you guys ready for this? Is everybody breathing? I'm in Cali, yeah. Hey, don't fucking interrupt the spell right now. Everybody's getting in the witchcraft mode. Okay. If you did get a crystal now, it's also a time when you could give it a sniff. Keep it cool, everybody. I'm a professional. See that? Oh, it's a little bent. Can't have this spell being all bent. That'd suck. That's better. Okay. Is everybody breathing and calm? Alright. Let me do this. Put your hand on your heart. A green heart. You see what you just did there? Hand on the heart. Everybody breathe into that space. Feel like you're getting a hug from me. Just a big dumb hug. Here I come. Big one. Just feel it. Pretend it's happening. Like, act stupid about it. Just feel it. That's good. Yeah. You felt it. I know you did. And just keep feeling that sensation. And breathe it out on each breath, bigger and bigger. All right. Each breath you take in, let that sensation grow so it spreads out all around you. Keep doing it. Don't you stop. Breathe into that space. Until you're all touching. Totally unprotected heart space touching. It's all good. Don't worry. totally safe. Now feel that really good feeling. And right while you're feeling that really good feeling, know how absolutely perfect you are, and how loved you are, and how even when the moment is kind of like shit, it's totally cool, because it's just a moment that you're passing through, and you are loved, and you have everything you need right now, right here. And it's just a matter of letting go of all of those expectations that are blocking you from finding yourself. So embrace that beautiful feeling right now and become that sensation. And as this candle burns out, all of those little candle spirits are going to go out into the space land, and you can't even help it. But you just got spelled. I spelled it out, see? Did you guys feel it? I certainly did. I'm waiting for you to check in. Hopefully none of you really had any significant like Kundalini awakenings or anything like that you weren't ready for. Depends on if you properly sniffed your crystal grid. You know what I mean? It's important. You felt it? You really do feel the tingles. I mean, we just practiced unprotected chakra touching. I don't think there's a problem with it. I think that there should be free chakra touching anyone you want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I really did feel a little, I felt you guys. I do feel it. Like I'm like kind of joking about it, but it's also a thing. So there's that. You can reach out and touch each other's heart chakras anytime you want. Because all it does, when you, it's like sending out love to somebody, just like that sensation. Because all it does is make you feel better. And when you think about it, that sensation within your body, the somatic sensation, the emotion of it, is generated from your body, which is also generating the sense of what you are, your energy, what goes out. So when you generate a space of love in your heart, like to feel it, then you're putting that out. And everybody gets some, you know? Yeah, it was cool. We all touched heart spaces. I mean, it's the quantum field. You get to do whatever you want. Look. I have a fucking magic wand. Is that the right way up? Yeah. I don't know how it works, but somebody gave it to me for my birthday one year, and it's got little chakra beads in it, and a little ball on top. And I also read another book that talked about doing chakra wand therapy in India, and I was like, I got one of those things. I don't know if it works, but I think that if you get yourself worked up to a state of really believing it, that it works, it fucking works. Because it's the quantum field and you get to do whatever you want. You see this? That's a magic wand, for real. Hippies love that stuff. You love the wand, you hippies. God, I knew it. I knew it. I knew you were hippies. You guys want to do another spell? Let's just calm down on the spells. We don't want to get too rowdy, you know? We already got this one going up here. We don't want to overwhelm your Kundalini. The power of anything is in its meaning. Yeah, it's like a big perspective thing. Like, how you feel about it is definitely how it is. It's weird. You guys reading any good books? Man, this is... Where is everyone tonight? I scared them all off with it. Potential Kundalini awakening. They were like, I'm the fuck out of here. Where's my spaceman.executable file? And where's Arizona alien? Yo. Hey, what's up? Hello. Okay. We had a really good podcast episode today, guys. A really good one. It was actually surprisingly light on calls and stuff today. I didn't have as many like sessions as I normally would have. You don't scare me by making lasagna. I love lasagna. Ooh, what kind of music do I like to listen to? I was just listening to this really thrashy metal, like gent, just like the heaviest. I just found this perfect little Spotify mix, and it was so just savage. It was great. And then I listened to like this Om track. It's really calming. It's very nice. And then I have some like a bunch of like weird kind of synthy robotica stuff. I don't even know how to explain it. Maybe retro wave, like 80s synth wave. Kind of a playlist that I've been enjoying. And then there's one that's like a lot of kind of dance, sort of like heavy drop vibes. And then there's the lo-fi channels. Oh, I love those. It's the stuff I put in a lot of the videos. Then I have this one really dumb one called Soulmates, this playlist, with all the best songs that I found to put on different videos. All these weird, like, islandy Caribbean stuff. That's what kind of music I like to listen to. Yeah, get that lasagna over here. Man, that makes me hungry for some lasagna. Oh, God. I just got hit with a lasagna pain. My lasagna chakras tingling. God damn it. I have serious hunger pains right now. Is there anywhere I can get a lasagna? Does anybody know Lucadia where I can get a lasagna? Not Lazy Acres. I don't want to do that one. I want like a real lasagna. A pizza place. Lucadia Pizza. Send help. I just saw your rain videos. Oh, I gotta move closer. I can't do this. Alright, now I got this. I can do this. Just the rain videos. West Coast is really feeling this cold. Yeah. Did you see that? Oh, a cashew ricotta. Does sound pretty good. I'm into it. I kind of joke about the rain, but honestly, when it rains around here, San Diego turns stupid. I mean, I don't want to, and that's almost like an insult to people who would maybe identify as that. Like, everybody does a barrel roll the second the roads get wet. Like, one drop of water hits any road in anywhere in San Diego County, anywhere. Doesn't matter where. And everyone does a barrel roll instantly. It's crazy. So that's how often it rains around here. So then when I'm doing things like just normal day video, it really feels like, no, it's not going to rain on me. Even if it looks like it's going to rain and you know it's going to rain, you're like, no. It doesn't do that. Not here. The neighbor's really working out the motorcycle right now. Do you hear that? That's Doug and Craig. They're getting ready for the desert, I think. They're always so quiet. I was just blasting a two-stroke. Wow. Okay. Send some of that lasagna over there. Just a little bit, if that's cool. I didn't remember what I was talking about before that whole motorcycle thing. Now we're talking lasagna. Yeah. You know what I should add to my link tree? A lasagna button. So anytime someone's like, Daniel needs some lasagna, they could just hit the lasagna and it door dashes a lasagna right to my door. I'm just kind of wishful thinking right now. Just really kind of, whoa, we got the Clater amps. We're friends, aren't we? I'm sure we are because you had amps in your name. No, we're not. What? We can talk about amps. I like amps. Reject modernity. Embrace lasagna. Yes. How many instruments can I play? I'm getting pretty good at this one. This bowl. Like I really have developed a good touch with it. Like I can just give it a little ding and it's just the way the ding rings when you have the ring dinger. I consider myself maybe an adept of the bowl. So that's one. Definitely mark that down as number one. And then the guitar and various other stringed instruments. I played drums for a while. That was fun. Anything with strings. I just like the stringy ones. The fretting ones. Sometimes the fretless ones, but mostly the fretty ones. But I love the stringers and the dingers. So if I had a set of handbells like the church lady ones and a space to set that up, I would definitely set that up and do videos with it. Oh man, like Metallica covers with handbells. God, that'd be great. I'm sure someone's doing it. It's probably stupid as shit. Okay, you're an addict of the bowl. I'm an adept. I am getting really good at ringing this. Oh yeah, I did that with the kids. We put a bunch of water in it and we were doing like the hummy dummy. That's another technical term. And it would create all these different patterns and math would happen in the water. The fairies and the sprites. We're just gonna blast them out mathematically. So, now that you're the addict of the bowl, who's hanging out tonight? This is a weird night, guys. I don't know my normal hecklers, that's the problem. Oh, man. What's poppin', dude? That was the best one. What's poppin'? You know, there's a bunch of old videos on my profile that never got any views. I mean, you know, there's a couple hundred views on it, and there's some real zingers in there. There's some good ones, and they've just never been discovered, and I'm like waiting. Like one, I haven't scrolled back and looked. I just remember there being some really funny ones, and it just haven't gotten seen yet. So one day one's gonna pop up. You guys will see it. You'll be like, "What's this? What's poppin'?" That one cracked me up, man. Spaceman usually comes a little later. Okay, yeah. From Russia with love. Where in Russia? I've been to Russia a couple times. Spent some time in Moscow. Spent some time in St. Petersburg. Took a 40-hour train ride to Tyumen on the Trans-Siberian Railway. That was awesome. We were out there. Mostly just basically Moscow to St. Pete. And then out to Tyumen. Where are you from? You do need one of these bowls. You ready to be mesmerized again? Yeah, the bowls are nice. They have actually, they have a nice sound, but they have a nice feel as well. Especially when you get the big ones going, like you really feel those things. They'll shake your guts. You go to a sound bath, you sit in the wrong mathematical configuration, and you'll shit your pants. So fast. I promise. Been to a lot of these hippie things, trust me. Wear the brown pants. That's what got you hanging out, was the bowl? Heard that before. Well, what happens is there's this like resonant frequency to it with particular hertz, right? The edge. I mean, we've gone through this before. We'll go through this again. The edge of the bowl vibrates. It shakes. And it whacks all the air molecules around, all to shit and back. And they go, ah, fuck. Just get all jacked up, right? And that bounces over to you, or to my ear, or to your this little microphone here. And those air molecules run into the little microphone diaphragm, and it shakes. And it makes an oscillation at the same frequency. The same frequency being the same amount of times per second. This thing would go zzz, the frequency of it moving back and forth. And then all that goes through elaborate analog digital conversion process through space. Elon Musk himself hand delivers it in a basket to your internet hole. And it comes popping out your phone on the other side, right? That's the whole what's popping thing. I'm pretty sure that's what that meant. And it's just a resonant frequency. So this makes like a couple frequencies, but basically the main kind of thing happening, that main frequency you hear, is approximately 433 hertz. Now, I ran it on a spectrum analyzer because I didn't trust it. Sure enough, I was correct. Still though, it's about the sacral down here where your nervous system vibrates, that the resonant frequency of that area of your nervous system is about the same. So it has a very calming, like soothing effect to like maybe a feeling like home or a feeling like comfort or rest or something like that. Sounds have feelings too, you know, don't be weird about it. Don't be weird. Did that make any sense? That made sense to me. Well, it might have been me. I was talking about the frequency of colors. Yeah. There's definitely different bowls for each of your bowels. They'll get you. It's truth. Every color has a frequency to it. Everything has a frequency, and there's like different representations of that. So you might have a photon that's this light particle that's vibrating at that rate, or you might have air molecules bashing into each other as a sound wave, vibrating at that same rate, or you may have an electron jumping at a particular rate, frequency down for electricity. Like the U.S. power is 60 cycles a second, right? It goes back and forth 60 times. On, off, on, off, on, off. That's the frequency of the power. The hertz, the oscillation. And everything is that. A sound is that. A sound wave is a little wave. Your body is made up of little waves. Everything's a buzzing wave. That's why they say you're all energy. Because you are. I don't know if you've heard that. But you're no more than a buzzing bowl. Slightly more elaborate in the manifestation process of how those buzzing frequencies become what we perceive as physical form. But we don't have to go into that. It gets painful. Yeah, something about the color green. Green is effectively the heart space, the center of creation. That's the heart space chakra. Creation. Like, it's the Big Bang right there. As far as your energetic field goes. Pardon me while I drink this. So your energetic field, your toroidal field, is basically a big apple core. And this is the way like a magnetic field for anything works. And there's an energetic flow coming up through and then out and about. So imagine all the way around like an apple core. You get the idea? That's a toroidal field. And these are energy flows that go out and around in this like magnetic pattern. And this is something that, like Joe Dispenza's done some work on this, actually showing these like auric fields or a magnetic toroidal field on modern instruments and things like that. So, well, the reason I think that heart space is like the Big Bang or it feels like that to me, is in that toroidal field, there's a constant expansion and there's a constant contraction of that energetic field, all of the things that we feel on that like meta energy level. And everything is perspective. It's like where you put your focus on it. And so if you're putting your focus on that creation, it's like it's almost even in your body. You feel that, this is the thing of my heart that has to come out into the world, and then it's like spoken out into existence, like this like wow kind of thing. So it's almost like that point where it congeals, like the toroidal field of your body, is almost that big bang, that moment where everything comes together and then it just goes, explodes out into all that it is in your reality, in your world around you and stuff like that. So it just feels like, from an energetic standpoint, that's the moment of creation, is that center, that heart space. So it's nice, the green one, it's nice that it just happens to vibrate at that frequency of that range between, it's like 550 to 650 or slow 700, something like that. As far as a frequency, how we measure hertz and power and stuff like that. That's also just happens to be the color green, which is nice to think about when it's like, oh, that's creation, you know, like green, like new life. Tra-la-la, some Bambi shit, you know? And that, kids, is intro to Daniel's Mind 101. I think about everything like in this energy thing. It's just a big circuit, just a big dumb circuit. Everything's all sparking. You're welcome for the indulgenation. Can you elaborate more on the energy field? Yeah, I guess. I mean, a lot of it's kind of subjective, though, so take what you like and leave the rest. But there is this feeling like if you were here for the spell, which is still working, by the way, it doesn't matter if you don't believe in it, it's going to work. Of that energy like felt. It's like I think of everything as this moving energy, like that's how everything sticks together on this atomic level, and that's how energy moves through. And it's like, think of how nuanced your system is in your nervous system, of how I can like move these fingers around and feel different textures and things like through my hand, like I know what this is, like without looking. You know, it's like so nuanced, all these energetic flows through our bodies. And you can feel this greater sense of the world around you, like when we were doing that exercise of like touching the heart space. It's like you can kind of feel this bigger thing, you know, like you're tapped in. You got to be tapped in on this like energetic way. We just don't see that flowing through, just like you don't see the sound waves hitting the microphone here. You don't see that. And you don't see the sound waves coming out the speaker on your end. And you didn't see all the vibrations of the analog digital conversion process in the middle, and Steve Jobs and Elon Musk making out in space and bringing you the internet. Like you didn't see all that. You still believed in it. It still works. So there's this field of electromagnetism that is you. You can see it. I mean, what's his name? Dispenza. He's on the same spaceship with Musk and Jobs. Has shown this, you can actually like measure this auric field, like a reading of it. And there's a lot to that whole energy thing of like a higher vibration. But that's just a point of perspective. That's where the ego gets involved, to say, higher is better, when there's no higher and lower. It's not linear. That's just the ego perceiving it as that. Yes, Bezos. Belts. That's what it was. The spell. Yeah. Oh, anyone interested in chakras? I remember that. Ooh. Excellent book. All right, if you guys want to get hippie, let's get hippie. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk chakras. Right? We're doing this. Yep. Oh, it hurts me. Okay. around the chakras, kids. This right here, you see this? It's not a chakra. Chill out. Oh, it's more than a chakra. Does anybody know what this crystal is? It's not just a crystal. It's also a mineral. This is Super 7. 7 different molecular structures involved in this stone. Do you know why I have it? Because a hippie friend gave it to me and he was like, he's real serious about it, you know? Tells me all about it. He's like, you have to wear this when you do energy work. It's like to block the vibes. And I was like, I don't know if it works, but it looks cool. And it doesn't really smell like anything every time I sniff it. But now that we got that out of the way, we can talk about chakras. Did we clear up the energy field thing? Yeah, the spell was up. Yeah, you can't help but be spelled. That is not an amethyst. It's a Super 7. Super 7? Yeah. We're doing book recommendations right now. My amethyst is not at hand. No, it was a Super 7. See? Okay, I'm wearing the bracelet and the necklace. 7 different compounds. That's a very godly number. All right, chakras. I like this book, right? This is a good one. Hold on. Hold on. Everybody calm down. Was that awkward for you? I feel sick looking at myself. Journey Through the Chakras. This was an excellent book. I liked this one. Maybe just because it has big print and nice pictures. But it was also fairly descriptive, and it wasn't too over the top. It just kind of gave a real straight shooting approach to here's some chakras, like here's your butthole chakra. You know? Look at this. Stuff about energy, frequencies, genius brains, 80 megahertz. Brain is in 72 to 90 meg. I can't look at myself like this. I really feels weird. Does it feel weird for you guys? I can't. Like, I don't know which way to move. I feel like I'm riding a bike backwards. Okay, let me just quick do this one. Now we're gonna flip this back. I can't look. This is Eastern Body, Western Mind. This is a good one. It's also kind of fat. It's just a lot, you know? But this has a lot of really good tie-ins, like in the mind-body whole situation there. Excellent book. This author also did another book called Charge in the Energy Body, which I found particularly interesting. I gotta flip this. I can't do it anymore. I'm gonna throw right up. For real. I feel a little sick. I still feel kind of weird right now. Let's not do that again. Okay? Is everyone in agreement? Are you all in agreement? Just, God damn it. That we're not going to do that again. Because, man, I felt like the whole backwards bike thing. All right. I seriously feel kind of dizzy. This is how we perceive me. Yeah, you see that Corey's back. He's shouting. Dimensional shit. Oh, God. Yes, okay, Super 7. The Super 7 is apparently a crystal that does things superly. It looks great. The big slabs, I kind of want to get some. This does feel weird, right? That was me in the 5th dimension. Like, if you were to see me on TikTok, and if, say for instance, you were in 5D, like if you were ever holy enough to get into the 5D, you know, that's how you would perceive me, is that inverted. And that's why when you viewed me as inverted in this last segment and you felt funny inside, it's because you weren't holy enough. God, I'll just see myself out. What's the book called? The one I liked was called Journey Through the Chakras. This is by a husband and wife team, which were really cool. I like their energy in this book together. Dr. Ravi Ratan and Dr. Minu Ratan. Just Journey Through the Chakras. It looks like that. I like this for an overview. Good information. Other one, Eastern Body, Western Mind. A lot more information. This talks about developmental stages of the chakras during, different childhood stages. It has things from like, here's the positives, here's the demons of that chakra, here's things. So you can really kind of help people work through their stuff, like holistically, when you can understand energetically on that level, like what's happening, especially when it comes to emotional stuff, like how we process things. Okay, you want a necklace again? I don't know if I did or not. It's just a little Super 7 stone. Maybe. No? Would that'd be so neat, TikTok, if you just focused on that, but it just doesn't work out, It's okay though, we're all here. What's up, guys? We're all back. Riding the bike backwards. Okay. Hey, what did I put for the topic? Oh, big vibes and magic. We did some magic. Everybody been here for this magic? Somebody said something about chocolate. I haven't done any of the sweets today. Ooh, I think I got some secret chocolate. Some fancy stuff Sarah left here. Should I eat it? Yeah. Okay, guys, listen up. Now that the gang's all back, we'll do another meditation. I've been here for a little minute already. We've been hanging out. So much so that I need a refill and the hot stuff, and I need to evacuate some. I need a refill and the hot stuff, and I need to evacuate some. I gotta pee. So everybody, please talk amongst yourselves. Be kind. Be kind. You guys can do that for me, right? Here. Let this thing fire it off while I'm gone. Secret chocolate. I just won. Okay. You guys have been really good to each other, so wait. Remember, love spell's still burning up here. You guys. That was like an Austin Powers situation. I'm sorry that took so long. My hot water's not even ready yet. But I realized I had some incense up here that was not lit. So I don't know how we were doing all that hippie stuff earlier without incense. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So if you missed it earlier, okay, I'm sorry. You really missed out. Sorry. Yeah, I was definitely like evacuation complete, and then it wasn't, you know. I had to take another moment. Okay. We're gonna do some. We already did a little witchcraft, right? We sent out a love spell to all of you, and that's cool. Okay, jumped in 5 minutes ago. You guys were taking care of each other. Good. You didn't miss anything. I just had to pee. That was all. What is the spell? That is the thing. Greetings. That's the thing everyone wants to know. What is the spell, right? But it's happening. See it up there? That candle burning? If you weren't here, you don't even know, but it's happening. The kids were being good. They were being good. Thank you for shouting, God. Oh, I just want my tea to be warm. Okay. One last ding-a-ling. Oh, that incense smells so good. All right, guys, I need your help. I'm not gonna flip the camera thing around. That was horrible. Just regular old chamomile vanilla. Amazing, by the way. Truly scrumptious. Basically the same thing as that shit with some rose in it. It's awesome. Or blackcurrant beauty. Oh! Throw in the votes. Hold on. Sweet Christ, I swear. What's it gonna be? What is it gonna be? Yeah, you better be feeling the good vibes of that. We really laid into it. I mean, we really got down on it. I know, my water's fucking done. Yeah, just the chamomile, okay. That was, honestly, the purple one, I did so much blackcurrant beauty recently that I'm too beautiful. Chamomile vanilla, it's, yeah. God, what's up with this 35 degrees stuff? Somebody was telling me it was minus a lot of degrees where they were in Canada, and I was like, what in the Yeti wrestling? I'm gonna get the chamomile, guys. Can't stop me. Awkward pause, and we're back. Okay, and we're back, guys. Everybody been good? Been good to each other? Been good to yourself? Because if you're good to yourself first, you just end up being good to other people. Like you take care of yourself. It's a little trick. Like follow along for more neat fucking tricks. Sorry. I need a tea shelf, just a little one. So tell me, everyone. Tell me. You're thinking hard to move back to... Yeah, duh. After the storm we had? Are you talking about the one that hit me this morning? Did you see that? I was making a video. And there was water. Ooh, Little nugget right here. Little water falling from the sky. It was truly, it was wild. What's up? Hey, how you doing? Oh, this stuff is amazing. I wish this was mushroom chocolate, but this stuff is... Give me a second. Oh, it's a truffle bar. I see what's happening. Something different was happening in my mouth. Ginger cardamom. Ginger cardamom. If I had read these words previously to putting this in my mouth and understood maybe anything that was about to happen to me, I might have had a different experience, but this is really good. Has anyone ever had anything like this? That's a flavor roller coaster. Truly, this is the same. Whatever they put in this is the same, the exact same ingredients. I don't know about the same proportions as whatever they were feeding the donkey that carried Mary with baby Jesus. Same. It's fucking amazing. Little earthy undertones, but I think there's coconut in here too. It's like Easter and Christmas all wrapped into one. My God. There was the seventh day of creation when God was like, it's good. This is the 8th day. It's really good. It's really good. I don't know how to describe this to you other than whatever this is, honey mamas. Do yourself a favor. Even if you're allergic to all of the ingredients in this, whatever they are, it'll transcend that. Just for a second, it's going to be delicious. You're probably fucked after that. But God, this is amazing. It's truly a treat. Okay. Everyone doing okay? You guys are just talking amongst yourselves now. I did tell you, Mushy's kicking on, right? Who's on Mushy's? Okay, wait. You picked my first ever mushroom about an hour ago? Oh, that you grew? Did you eat it yet? I probably would have eaten it. Oh, can we talk about my Christianity? I don't know if I have any left. But we can talk about it. Just give me a little second. This stuff is... This is basically... No, I was going to say it's like Christianity all wrapped up in a little package. I'm like, it's way better than that. Okay. What would you like to know about my Christianity? That thing gave me such a dopamine kick. The second I put it down, my hand wanted to pick it back up, like being addicted to TikTok. You know the feeling. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys are out harvesting mushrooms without me? What is this? I feel I'm holding something back. Hold on. Who's holding this back? The Christianity? Why? Okay, wait. Okay, cool. Please, why? You're so much more enlightened than that. Than what? Than my Christianity? No, something else. I'm intrigued by this. Watch room for mushrooms. I will talk about my Christianity or lack thereof. I'm really intrigued at your thought processes on. So there I was, Christianing along, right? I don't know, I was doing Christian stuff. I was really into it. I get real into stuff, you know? Like this chocolate, truffle. It's incredible. I'm literally gonna be twitching tonight if I run out of this now. Oh, this is so much better than Christianity. I don't know about this chocolate lasagna, that's pushing it. Much love for everyone. Hey, much love for the, speaking in Christianese. Okay. What happened? I did Christianity for a while, right? Real serious about it. Since I was a wee child, worked at a kids camp, Christian kids camp. Led teams around the globe to go teach camping missions. Studied a lot of Bible. Read large swaths. Memorized, whatever that word is, memorized things. Large swaths of the Bible. Taught it. Went to seminary for a bit. Learned some proper exegesis, which is interpretation of scriptures. Led worship for multiple different churches. Played as a professional musician around in churches around San Diego. Got to see all the ins and outs. Front doors, the back doors, the side doors. And during the last maybe 15 years I was involved with it, I was kind of like, something's up with this system. But I still believe, like, you know, this Bible and stuff, because that's what you do. And then despite me just really honestly, earnestly, like, doing the best I could do, in the midst of, you know, crying out to God and things like that, have my proverbial, what's that guy's name? The guy that lost it all. Job? I'll say Job. He's had a bad day, you know? And I was a little bit bitter at God. Granted, you know, you lose everything. It's kind of like, bro, I really was reading my Bible hard here. God, this stuff is so good. It's like an orgasm in my mouth. Every time. It's incredible. I never would have thought. So anyway, there I am. Deconstructing things. Yeah, Hob. And I had come to the point in all of my study and all of my... I do love some chocolate. I'm more of like a milk chocolate guy. I don't normally get the fancy things, but Sarah left it here. It's really her chocolate to nibble on. I shouldn't be eating it all, but I'm gonna eat the shit out of it. It's so good. Oh, she knows how to pick a chocolate bar, chocolate truffle. I don't even know what it's called. It's fancy, real fancy looking. So there I was, Christianing along. I don't know, and I just kind of come to the end of these thought processes of like, the only thing holding all this together with all the contradictions I've seen and stuff, the only thing that holds the Bible together is like my own personal experience. Like I had personal experiences. I felt the Holy Spirit. I felt God talking to me. But that was I realized that was the only thing holding it together, was like, oh, well, I was like, none of this stuff makes sense. And I'm pretty sure like some of this might be a little flawed in how we got this information. But I've had these personal experiences that I've felt. And then right in the midst of when I was very bitter at God and just didn't want to talk to him anymore. It's just being a dick of a dad, like loving father my ass. Like, it sucked. I better burn some sage after that one. Okay, we're good. I was introduced to the concept of manifesting. Corey, why are you shouting? I make dark chocolate from pods before they ferment strong. You've never sent me any of this chocolate, Corey. Trying to remember what happened. Oh, manifesting. So I was introduced to this concept and I was like, man, that sounds like faith, if you ask me. Seems like the same thing. Starting to understand a little bit more in quantum physics and things like that. Man. And so I was like, all right, I'll try this manifesting thing. Seems kind of mathematical. And I'm like, it seems exactly like faith, so I'm not going to do this with any thought of God. In fact, I'm not going to think of God on purpose. So I tried that and it worked like twice, hardcore. And I was like, well, apparently I just had a God experience, something that I would validate my experience with outside of God. And I was like, apparently there's like a little bit different view here. And then I wasn't a Christian anymore. Then I read a bunch of stuff later where I really wasn't a Christian anymore. And then I had to work through my church triggers, but now I'm good. Look at this big one I'm going to eat. How do you know it's not just a world? What? What do you mean? Let's think about our concept of God. Let's think about how you perceive God. Right? Or maybe let's just think about sin. Where did sin come in? The success from manifesting. So the devil gave me it, or God gave me it, or how does the quantum field work? And where do you get your idea of God? You perceive of God as some father. You perceive of God as some entity of creation. Well, why is there evil? Why did someone just murder a baby right now? Why is there like a woman being abused right now? Why did a poor man trying to work on his farm just get his arms chopped off by a gang in Uganda right now? Why is someone bleeding out in the ghetto right now after being stabbed for nothing? Why is there all this horrible shit? Did a loving God create that? Your picture of this loving God coddling, so you have no capacity for acceptance of what is. Did God create the sin? And where did we get the idea of our Judeo-Christian God? From our non-denominational way of looking at things through our culture. Back it up to the Baptists. They didn't like the way the Lutherans were doing it, so they changed it up. The Lutherans didn't like the way the Catholics were doing it, so they changed it up. Catholic was the Catholic Church of Rome, which was founded at the end of the Roman Empire, when things are falling apart, they needed a system of political control, so they chose the religious mechanism. The same people that killed Jesus, the Romans, are the same people that wrote the Bible, that compiled and edited all of it. The first teachings of Jesus weren't until 55 to 70 years after his death, and in the literate culture where they passed stories through oral tradition around campfires. Everybody who's beloved is sensationalized after they die. And all of the wrongs are forgotten, and they only remember the good. This is like a repeatable pattern, and we had 55 to 70 years in the story of oral tradition. Like it keeps falling apart and falling apart. Like the more you think about it, the more you let your mind not be constrained by your little thought of God, which probably looks a lot like you and has man features and is nothing but a graven image of a greater all that you have ascribed as God through some sense of religion, which is still a sense within you that you're validating through your own ego to give you feelings of God working within you. So, I don't know. Where did you get your picture of God? All right, where are we at, guys? God, that chocolate is so good. I can't stop. They must have put drugs in this. They're really good drugs. Oh my God. Corey's like yelling. Corey's yelling. Okay, I'm caught back up. I don't believe in any religion. I believe a higher power. Yeah, jeez, you're making it up anyway. Your perception of whatever higher power is still an element of ego, of how you're perceiving the world is. Our images of God are nothing more than idols. Every one of them a man-made image. You did all of the sacraments? Yep. Religion is designed, I think, to divide man. I mean, look how well it does just in the United States alone. Okay, let's see here. That is letting someone go hurt so bad. Finally, someone asked a question that's not a God bender. Because I think it's because we get this question a lot. So I've been thinking about it a lot. And I think it's because we fill a space of self, something in us, like we're attracted to somebody else, some polar opposite of us, something different. We're just like magnetically attracted. And that other mirrors something, maybe shows us, awakens something within ourselves, like a way that we can feel within ourselves, we just didn't know it yet. Somehow I have a hair on my tongue. That was horrible. It touched me in the back of the throat. Ugh. I got it. We're good now. So, the other awakens something, shows you something new within yourself. A different kind of feeling that you've never had before, maybe. And then instead of saying, here I am with this new feeling complete in me, we say this person is, I require them to give me this feeling. They're now the context of us getting that feeling. So we fall in love with getting a feeling instead of being in love with ourselves, being whole within ourselves. And then when that person, goes away, as people can do, we are addicted to having that sensation. And instead of learning to generate it within yourself from a space of wholeness, we now demand that someone else fill that space. So it's like double shit pile to deal with, You kind of do it yourself. By the way, we set ourselves up for it. And then you got to deal with the loss of that attachment too at the same time. That's probably why it hurts so bad. I get that. It's a hurty kind of thing to have. All right. Yeah, more cowbell. Oh man, I have to plug my phone in. I'll lose you. Don't do it. Hey, spirit bro, what's up? I'm glad you're here. We're just spirit broing out. Oh, someone's feeling a tingle. Okay. You feeling it? That's what we call, that's the force, the Holy Spirit. How long you been on that skateboard? A little while. Creation is proof of a creator. How do you view creation? From what observational point do you view creation? Do you view creation from your egoic lens of your five senses? Or do you view creation from the advent of the atomic energy spinning up to create what you perceive of as you? Like, how are you viewing creation? Because you can see it from a lot of different angles if you just take your head out of your ass. Like, what is creation? Something that always is? Something that always is and always is in constant change and can be observed from any moment. Creation gets slippery, Oh, we're doing the creating thing. I mean, I'm just saying creation's slippery because we're all saying, oh, this is how it was created. Oh, no, this is how it was created. And it's all based on how we feel. Feel that tingle. Got the tingle in your dingle. That's a technical term, spiritual term. Spirit bro, being appreciated. More cowbell. We need that. Yeah, the Bible's been edited a lot of times. You can't have proof on that. I mean, literally the same people that killed Jesus, the Romans, that did the execution, were the same people that compiled in the Bible, that edited all the books of the Bible, old and new. They added the Torah, which was in place for a long time. The first 4 books of the Old Testament, Exodus, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers. That's kind of a classic one. And they add all the, minor prophets and stuff in there too. Threw some songs in. Nice little section of some singing. Threw some neat proverbial stories in there. Had some different historical accounts added in. Different stories that seem nice, Slapped it all together, put a big Jesus seal of approval on it. Told everybody that if they didn't follow this, they would most certainly burn in hell. It was a literate culture at the time of the formation of the Bible. So nobody could argue it because it was the Godhead of the church state of Rome raining down knowledge upon the peasants. And if anybody argued with it, you get really fucked up. Thrown in a pit with some lions. So, unless a peasant, you don't really argue with that. You just go with it. And at that point, you get to really make up whatever rules you want. We're well aware that history is his story. The story of that guy that won it's his story. He's the one that wrote the story. The other guy's dead. The other guy doesn't exist, so it's just his story. I think that's how history works. But if you think back to the timeline of events on this stuff, when it comes to trying to prove something from the Bible, you find a document that's been edited by the same people that are fomenting both sides of the drama. Seems suspect to me. Like, I have a hard time just taking that with that bit of knowledge and going, oh yeah, it's just the Bible. Because I mean, certainly, if I was writing a document like that at that time, I would most certainly put in that this is the infallible Word of God. So then, of course, it's like Uno reverse, you know? It's like, wait, I found this glaring error. Infallible Word of God. Please tell me we're still arguing the Bible. I'd love to talk more about it. I've had visions, signs, energy dreams, etc. all of my life. I was raised Catholic, but knew different. Yeah. That's a real small. I mean, you can have all sorts of visions and signs and energy dreams and stuff like that. And just remember that's still your ego. Like, interpreting all of the energy that is, and all the stuff you can't see, interpreting it in a way that your ego can understand. So you are in a cosmic mush of ether. Hate to break it to you. You are energy. Words are the same meaning and remains the same context. Okay. Now, it's been edited. That's a good point for somebody that is, it has been edited to have a particular cultural meaning, right? Remains the same context. So we're trying to have the spirit of it without the letter of it. Fair? So all of those like hard proofs, oh, well, the Bible says this. It's like, well, that's just the spirit of it, And you got to undo all the hard things like, I don't know if we're going to be able to argue this one out. The whole document is flawed from the inception, and our whole Western culture was birthed from Rome. So of course we believe things in the genes of our culture, like this is the way it is. The Bible's true because the Bible's true. Because God forbid anybody question that, because everybody believes that. But if you kind of just take a look at the foundings and some historical events, it's like, that seems really suspect. And then you just think through some stories like, okay, Garden of Eden, right? Cool idea, right? Paradise, like everybody's living in this like magical place. Everybody's just naked as shit. Nobody has an ego, right? Nobody's embarrassed. Just like an animal. Simple animal. No predators. Living the dream. Just naked as could be. Eating some fruit here and there. Just fucking like rabbits. Now this is a place on Earth. Now if we're going with proper exegetical things, saying that Genesis and story was an actual physical thing of creation and the Garden of Eden was here on Earth. Now, say, sin never entered the equation, and the snake from Lucifer, who was a creation of God to start with, I'm not sure why he created shed angels or not, or if sin is out of his control, but however that happened. Say that sin never entered into the realm of creation. Well, you got a couple people in there fucking like rabbits, and I don't know if you've ever witnessed rabbits and their fuckery, but it makes for a lot of babies real quick. Now, humans have a fairly longer gestational period with less offspring, but when your lifespan is infinite and you're in the Garden of Eden and everything is perfection, there's no death, there's no sorrow, everybody lives and they keep living. So after a couple generations of everybody living and keeping and living, how do they fit in the garden, like in this garden? Here on Earth, not some proverbial land, but here somewhere. And how does that keep working? And nobody ever dies? Not, like, it doesn't, like, the stories don't add up, you know? Aside from the other stuff, it starts to turn into some, like Zeus shitting some lightning bolts because we didn't really understand how, like, electromagnetism would build up between the earth and the atmosphere and releasing the way lightning does. So we thought a guy was, like, throwing lightning bolts. You just gotta relax into the process of thinking a little bit, and the stuff starts to really just fall apart on you. Okay, where are we at? Oh, okay. It says I have like 25 more comments, but here they are. Misinterpreted and taken out of context. As wrong as other than the Romans, there were Romans who covered in a lot of the stories people read that they perceive. The King James Version is written by... King James Version was a version that King James was like, we're going to do the Bible my way because I'm a king, motherfuckers. Like, you really going to trust that kind of, like... That's not what Jesus was talking about when he said, blessed are the meek. Like, King James wasn't about Jesus' teachings, and so maybe don't be about all that King James stuff, because that's sort of a cultural lens of fuckery, like some seriously bullshit culture. I mean, women were treated as objects when old King James was running around editing his version of the Bible. That ain't a boat I want to sail in. History is written by the wieners. Yeah, like I was saying, his story. It's literally saying, oh, it's his story. He's the only guy left, you know? Oh yeah, one person could write 10 different people, 10 different viewpoints. Documents are just eyewitnesses and things people said and the evidence that it happened. Well, you got an illiterate culture. The only people that are writing stuff down are the scribes, and they work for Rome. It's the way the society worked back then. And the Catholic Church, which is what, like, Judeo-Christianity and King James Bible and stuff came from that. And that's what set Western culture. So you can't, like, fact check against something that's really massively suspect. Like, both sides are never the real story, yeah. It's just us perceiving. You guys check it out yourselves. Much loves. I've checked it out, my friend. I've severely checked it out. The Bible sounds like ancient Facebook drama. Really, there's some crazy shit in there. There's this one time when, oh God, it was like Lot and his wife or something like that. They lived in Sodom and Gomorrah. Right? This is where the Bible, like, hates on gay people. And apparently this is a town of, like, a whole bunch of gay men, right? Like, I feel gross telling this story, but this is in there. And these two angels come because they're going to warn Lot and his wife that this town is too filthy, right? They're going to come destroy it the next day. The Bible loves gay people, right? And all of the men of the city come to the door of this house and they say, give us these travelers, like, we're going to rape them. Like, this is in there. I just feel gross telling you this, but I have to tell you the story. And Lot says, oh, here, take my virgin daughters. Like, don't rape my guests. Like, take my daughters. Right? This is happening. And then, of course, you know, because everybody was gay, and he turned the town to a pillar of salt, like, after that, you know. Like, the whole thing, from the whole, like, let's turn a town to a pillar of salt because there's gay people, to take my virgin daughters, to, like, the whole context of the mindset of the people that were putting this shit together was something that I have no interest in as a human. Like, I don't... Can you... God, I wish I had more of that chocolate. Oh. Where'd that guy go? Did he bounce? All right. Man, it's true. Man, you guys really have me on a bender there. But I believe at his heart the lessons are pure Jesus. But yeah, I really think Jesus. And honestly, there's a I was having a conversation with a guy earlier in some comments, and he was like, the only crime of the time by Roman law that was punishable by crucifixion was witchcraft. And I was like, fascinating as fuck, because I'm pretty sure Jesus was just, I mean, if there was, there's a lot of evidence to point to, there's some historical mumbo jumbo, but assuming that this man, which highly likely there was a dude at that time that was doing up to some things. I've read some other reports of guys with, ancient like yogi powers and levitation and stuff like that, and different wizards of the time. And most of that stuff got wiped out when they all burned all the witches and things, because the Catholic Church was congealing all of religions to control it, to help Rome survive this empire that was crumbling. So anyway, I'm pretty sure Jesus was just up to some good yogi witchcraft. He learned how to heal people in his hands when he was down in India studying. Nobody ever talks about where he was from when he was 12 to when he was 33, when he started his ministry. It's like, where the fuck was J-Dog? Like, if he was God, right? You'd think, and he was a carpenter, you'd think that people would be talking about his chairs more. Or is God like a shit carpenter? But there's a bunch of stories in Indian literature about this guy, this Jesus type character, traveling around and learning a bunch of yogi shit. We only get taught what we get taught. Okay. Father, forgive them is not in the earlier scrolls. I don't know. Look at that. Bible's been changed a lot. Where is the actual Garden of Eden? And where are you going to fit 3 zillion people who are all humping like rabbits? Like, let's be real, huh? Which is how slavery knocked that comment way out somewhere. At least Corey's not yelling anymore. The story of the adulterous woman added later. Bible changed. Oh, of course. What would you say to a history educator who's concerned about the world kids are seeing these days? Oh. I think it's always been the same. It's the same energies, the same shit, the same good stuff. And it's always our perception of it. How our perception is built through our context, how we receive the data to make our judgments of what is good and bad, but it's always been the same. And I think that despite the valiant attempts to have an extremely polarized society, whenever it gets so ridiculous as it is, kids see through the bullshit. This is what the grunge era was after the 80s. This is what kids are doing right now that I see, like at the skate parks, and just their general vibe, and it's much different than when I was a kid. But they're fully rejecting all of this bullshit that's going on right now. They're just like, this is stupid. I really don't care. I'm just gonna vibe. And I think it's really beautiful. It's like what grunge was trying to do in the early 90s. Of like kicking against all that overdone 80s glam and consumerism kind of thing. But it's coming back around, and I think it can only get so shitty out there before everybody goes, wait a minute. Like, nah, it's just a big wave. So you don't gotta stress too hard on it, You just pick your point of observation. The kids will be okay. The kids are alright, for real. Because he wanted to divorce wives. It was actually the church. Who did that? somebody wanted to divorce wives. Jesus did. Jesus rebukes me as you heard it said, but I say, where is the Garden of Eden? Yeah, that's highly fictional. I remember hearing this story when I was little at church. Probably not whatever way I told it. I don't remember what story I was telling. Garden hymn may be a reference to the hanging gardens. Could be. We all have intergenerational trauma from religion. Seriously. Historically, Jesus existed. Yeah, I read this one book that I was like a couple chapters in, and I was like, holy shit, like this is a real mind fuck, you know? Just historical accounts of Jesus figures. Like I had this picture of his rune with Christ on it, and it was like thousands of years before Christ. Like it's just like the same story over and over again, you know? Most things that are banned because they work, you know? Yeah. It would have technically been a... Fuck me, sideways. Where'd it go? It would have technically been a stonemason, as they didn't even work with wood. Jesus was a stonemason. I'm gonna get a t-shirt. The stone's not wood. I always thought that was odd to say carpenter when they worked with stone. Yeah, okay? Jesus was a stonemason. Real beefy arms. Beefy as shit, really, honestly. It's all propaganda, yeah. Like way back when they worked with stones and not woods, they didn't have cars. Yeah, are there a lot of trees, like, in Jerusalem? Is there a lot of wood? I mean, getting wood there to have, like, that would probably be expensive. It's kind of deserty, I think. I don't think there's a lot of forests. Somebody help me out here. Have you heard of beginner's luck? I heard it's in the universe. It wants you to win. Maybe. Got a bail, 5%. Yeah. Get out of here. Get out of here, Corey. Thanks for yelling at me today so much. My Christian okay, the Christian sister thinks the end is coming soon. Okay, you know, all of those there was always the end was coming soon within Christianity. Always. And even all those things that they wrote about, like the end is coming soon within the New Testament, they were expecting it within their time, you know, and it's been significantly later in life. So the end's not coming soon. It's just not. There's not an end. It's a constant enfolding and unfolding of moment. Hearing you talk about the grunge era is so rad. Wish I was there. Oh, it was sick. It was so legit. We just did not give a fuck. And that was the whole point. And the more... It's like every kid I get it so hard. Like all the kids today, like modern day, I'm like, I love you guys. Because they're doing the whole grunge thing. Like, this is stupid. Like, all you adults are stupid. I am so over this shit. But they're not doing it with a bad attitude. They're doing it like with a good attitude, and they're like encouraging each other. And it's kind of, at least around here, it's like this. It's almost this subculture to just boost each other up and be nice to each other just because. And I'm like, this is like the ultimate like fuck you to the machine. Like they're not gonna get caught in the drama, and they're gonna choose to be cool. Like get them. I love it. It was a beautiful time. Bye, friends. Bye, Corey. See you later. Bye now. We'll yell at each other later. I think half my anxiety comes from being raised Catholic. Probably, honestly, girl. I mean, there's a lot of... And anxiety can come from trauma stuff. And let's just be real about all of our traumas and the fact that we all got something on some level. And here's the thing with church, especially maybe in the Catholicism. I was raised in more like just whatever bullshit, make it up Christianity. More like the non-denominational, like post-Baptist kind of stuff. But you're just intrinsically wicked from the start, right? We know in our self-care journey and our self-love how important it is to feel good about ourselves. Otherwise, we literally like cause ourselves disease, you know? And so to just have this deep belief that you're wicked and like you're sinning and you got to do something about it, you got to like repent and light a fucking candle and like crawl over some glass or something? Otherwise, maybe you didn't do it right. And did you feel the Holy Spirit? Did you feel saved? Did you feel like you repented hard enough? That's a lot to hold on to, especially for kids and stuff. It's a lot of like shit you'll believe about yourself. So yeah, of course you're gonna have anxiety later in life. You know, so you can clear that shit. You know, of course you're gonna have like GI problems from all that bound up energy of just, ooh, I'm a horrible person. I'm intrinsically wicked. Like, fuck off, religion. God damn. Talk about an ulcer. Okay. I digress. We're still doing the ancient Africa. No trees. No trees. No timber. Jesus was a stonemason. I'm just shocked. So historically, if he was real, he would have been a stonemason, not a carpenter. I'm confused. You're right. I never thought of Jesus in a stone manger. I always thought of him as like a wood guy, you know? Maybe it's just too expensive to make nativity scenes with stone mangers, so they just changed it, you know? That's what I would have done if I was the Roman Empire. Okay. But olive bushes. Yeah, I've seen olive groves of trees, and they don't get very lumbery. They're just small bits of wood that you can make cute shit out of. I feel like the end is just another means of fear, and what kind? Yeah, it's just, well, yeah. If you move fast, time changes. Correct. What are you perceiving of as time? Like, that's the thing. Is it the linear scale, or is it the moment? Oi. Saplings. It goes slow. If you move fast, time? Bro. I love you, man. I love you. Thank you for the bros. How come it goes so wicked? God made us, right? Isn't that like oh, God made us in his image, but here you're shit, you know? Like, you'll burn in hell because you're so bad just for being born. And then it's also pitched like, oh, God's a loving father. But it's like, I like to consider myself a loving father with my kids, and I would definitely throw myself into the pit of hell to save a single, like, burn. You know, like, I don't know about this loving father thing that was gonna let, like, people, all the people burn if they don't, like, do the right ritual. Okay, let's say you're on a plane traveling fast. How that affects your reality? No. Does it alter? No. You gotta go faster than that. We're not talking all that fast for planes when it comes to the speed of atomic motion. You gotta get a lot faster than that. I mean, I guess it would affect something, but it would be such a minute, imperceptible difference to your life that I would spend more time thinking about finding the beauty in the moment of the fact that you're moving fast through an atmosphere. It's exhilarating. Any advice for someone feeling stagnant and uninspired? Sometimes it just kind of sucks when you're feeling stagnant and uninspired. And I found that whenever you're in those suck moments, the more you just kind of lean into it and be like, okay, well, let's see what's in here. You don't demand yourself to be inspired or unstagnant. Then all of a sudden, all of that's stuck and it passes through and you're like, wow, I feel inspired. Just try resting into it a little bit. Just allow yourself to be a little stagnant and uninspired. And then when you allow yourself to rest into it, you'll be like, well, I don't want to be fucking stagnant and uninspired. And then you go, okay, I'm going to do something about it. But then when you push it away, I don't want to be that, I don't want to be that. You're like, all your energy is going into it, even though you're trying to like push it away. Thoughts on clairvoyance? Yeah, some people have clear things. I don't know. I've read some books on all the clairvoyance and clairsentience and clairsniffalicious. Like, there's some people that smell things. I can't remember what that was called. I'm gonna call it clairsniffalicious. And that seems like a nice way to define energies, maybe, like the way somebody feels about something. And I have experience in my own reality of all kinds of stuff like that, of just a knowing of how my videos come out, how thoughts right now are coming out, just opening to this like thing. But I think anytime you get a system where it's like, oh, these are the clairs, and you're this clair and you're that clair, and you have to do these exercises to be this clair or that clair, then you're getting into like the dogma territory, which limits the whole protocol of the fact that you're manipulating the quantum field. You have to be at light speed to stop time or whatever. Yeah, I think so. The moment should inspire later. What? Oh, yes, maybe there'll be a bulb moment. Do you believe in reality shifting or alternate quantum realities? Yeah. You can shift your reality. Like you could do this. And I feel a little tingle of energy, of life. Oxygen hitting my bloodstream. My reality shifted from a little more stagnant to a little more open and lively. How far do you want to shift? Got to sleep now. Enjoyed hanging. I'm glad you were here. I'm glad you were here. Clater amps. What kind of amps are you making? Are they like American style? British style? Your little logo reminds me of... Okay, we can do some meditation. Let's do that, guys. What time is it? 8:44? Yeah, let's do a Let's do a nice little meditation. And then we'll go night-night, okay? Everyone cool with that? Got a heart. Got 3 hearts. Damn. 4, 5. I have a warm sensation growing. Right here. All right, everybody. Follow along. Get your water. You gotta stay properly hydrated, okay? Everybody get your water. Chapstick. Okay, you guys taking care of yourself? You guys are supposed to be settling down. Now all these comments, what is this? All styles, my favorite thing to do, custom design. Ooh, go to bed. We'll talk amps later. 11K likes. Oh, let's do that. Damn. Get tapping, guys. I didn't realize we were so close. I don't know if I've ever done that. Okay, you're supposed to be chilling out, but while you're chilling out, just let your fingers go like this. It's part of a meditation posture. You get just kind of like tappy, 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 tappy. Keep doing that. That's all I'm saying. Great. I wasn't thinking about likes this whole time. I was just talking about stuff, and I'm thinking about likes. Okay. Oh, tap. Blow this shit up, guys. Just tap it out. Like this. So I just tapping myself. Yeah, it's like EMDR. Everybody watch the finger. Go for the 12K. Oh, are we at 12K? Damn. Damn, guys. Damn. This is very exciting. I think you're awakening some of my kundalini. Oh, no, that's just gas. I thought it was kundalini. But we're good. But you awakened it. I want you to know that. Okay, geez, guys, calm down. Calm down. I mean, keep doing it, but calm down, you know? We're gonna breathe now. We can do the light game another day. Let's take some breaths. Let's meditate. Okay. We get it. God, I love you guys. Get in a comfortable seat. All right? Yeah, chillax. Get comfortable. Get yourself in a nice little, like, something you can sort of, like, mellow out on. My knees are kind of hurting, but I'm going to go back in my seat that I like to sort of tuck my legs in a meditation seat and then, like, roll onto my feet so I can just sit up straight and get my spine straight. So just take a second to just kind of sit up or whatever. You can be laying back, but kind of, you could say you're not like slouched. You could say you kind of can feel a little motion in your neck and shoulders maybe. And you can do a little, this is a spiritual move. So if you're not very spiritual, just be careful. Okay? I don't want you, kicking over the edge here. It's a Sufi grind. You just do this. You like rotate at the base of your spine. And as you go forward, you breathe in. And as you go back, you breathe out. And while you're doing it, just like relax your butt, relax your jaw. And you're just kind of loosening up all your back and your spine. And just like feel all of that while you move around. Like whatever feels comfortable for you. Breathing in as you move forward, out as you move back. Just feel like whatever feels right for your body, keeping that jaw relaxed, moving your neck around. Go ahead and go in the other direction. Gotta unwind it. You get your Sufis all wound up and you're fucked, So you gotta unwind the Sufis. Just same thing, breathing out as you go back, in as you go forward, loosening up the spine. And just keep breathing as you do it. Nice and slow, feeling yourself melt into your seat. And just really relaxing like your butt, just melting into the seat. Feeling your spine, just kind of move fluidly. And as you come forward, go ahead and breathe out and just lean forward a little bit. You can like stretch way out if you want. If you're sitting down, you can. Just kind of stretch your back forward. And then as you take a breath in, kind of roll up one vertebrae at a time, just breathing down into each vertebrae almost. And as you come to a nice seat, take a deep breath way down into your belly, down into the ground. Push the breath down into the ground, push it up through your shoulders, through your neck. Breathe in and just release all your tension. Breathe out. And taking another nice deep breath down into the root, way down into the earth. And breathing up into your shoulders, through your neck, through the crown of your head. And taking any tension you feel in your body and just releasing it on the out breath. And another breath, a long breath, way down into the root. Expanding your belly, way up into your chest, fully expanding up into your neck, your head. Taking any tension and releasing it on the out breath. And this next one I want you to take real slow. Slowly breathing down into the root, breathing up your spine, feeling it go one vertebrae at a time. Moving up into your neck and into your head. And at the top, I want you to hold, maybe even take a little more air in, like take a little sip in and hold. And just squeeze your root, your butt. Pull your belly button to spine, like suck it in a little bit. You're like pushing it back, compressing the lungs. You got plenty of air. Squeeze your torso, kind of squeeze every cell in your body, and I want you to take any tension that you have, put it in that squeeze, and when you release the breath, just release all of your tension. Just and take another deep breath down into your root, up into your body. And just feel kind of an open feeling, breathing out, releasing tension. And keeping your butt relaxed and keeping your jaw relaxed. I want you to feel each breath move up your spine, come out the top of your head. Just breathe it up and release any tension on the out breath. Nice, long, slow breaths. Breathing down into your belly. Breathing up through your spine, feeling each vertebrae. Out through the top of your head and release any tension on the out breath. Breathing up through the spine. Out the top of your head and releasing any bodily tension, anything you're feeling. Those thoughts are all connected to, those feelings are all connected to subconscious thoughts. So as you release those, you release a little of the busyness of your mind as you release the tension of your body. As you breathe out, breathe in fully down into the root. Make sure those breath cycles are nice and full. Feeling that movement up your spine as you breathe up. And taking any tension, breathing it out on the out breath. And as you sit relaxed, with your butt relaxed and your jaw relaxed, I want you to take the tip of your tongue and place it at the roof of your mouth, pointing upwards. And I want you to gently roll your eyes back to the blank space behind them, just looking back behind your eyes. You might see some white, you might see some dark, it doesn't matter. And on each breath, bring that breath up the spine and just put it into that space you're looking towards. Just breathe up into that space with your focus going upwards. As you release any tension on the out breath, breathe your focus upward. With your tongue pointing up and your jaw relaxed, looking to the blank space behind, releasing any tension. And on each breath, as you bring that breath up your spine, I want you to fill that space behind your eyes with light, just a pure white glow. Feeling each breath come up, filling that space. Breathing out any thoughts, breathing out any tensions on the out breath. Releasing those. Nowhere to be but here. Breathing up something fresh and clean, filling that space with white, with just clear, pure white light. Releasing any tension on the out breath. And as you breathe in, you will feel your body getting a little lighter as you release the tensions, and you feel that breath come up your spine, clearing your mind. It's just pure awareness, sense of the world around you, releasing tensions as you breathe out. Breathing in something fresh and clean, filling that space behind your eyes. Just awareness of being, the feeling of having the sensation of human. Okay in your moment as you breathe deeply. Allowing any tensions to be released from your body on the out breath. Looking to that blank space, and just pure white awareness, just feeling anything going through, allowing any sensations, allowing any emotions to pass through, allowing any tears to come, allowing any revelations to be. Nice full deep breath. Just a little longer, hold out in that space. Just breathing into that blank space. Holding your awareness there. Breathing out any sensations, into stillness. Breathing in something fresh, something new. Breathing in a sensation of being connected. Breathing out any thoughts. Breathing in fully, allowing yourself to fill the space behind your eyes with clean, pure white light as you breathe out any tension. Fully exhale everything that's in your body, pulling your belly button to spine, breathing everything out, pushing all of it out, pushing it all out, push it out, everything. And take the slowest, longest, deepest breath you've taken today, down into your root, all the way down in, all the way up in your torso, all the way up in your shoulders, pulling your shoulders back, stretching your heart space open, breathing up into your neck, up into your head. And I want you to take any tension and with a big sigh, just release everything. And just rest for a moment. Feel that. When you're ready, come check back in. Let us know how you're feeling. And you can keep tapping the screen for the likes, okay? Guys got a little too riled up earlier. This is the magic that's happening in lives. How did the mic go? The mic was good. Oh, is our love candle on this out? Yes. That's how you know it's working. Yeah, how you guys feeling? You feel high? Yep. Ligma. Is this the practice of ligma? I don't know what that is. I was just making this up. I just made that up for you guys. That was just a Daniel meditation. Might have been a ligma. Who knows? You feeling good? Yeah, you just releasing. A lot of times those thoughts are connected to those sensations. So you can breathe out the sensations and it kind of breathes out the thoughts. It's a good way of clearing your mind. Breathe in that just picturing something fresh. Like I'm just clearing and I'm going to take all of my sensations and just release. Just keep doing that, big cycle of that. Keep your focus moving up. It just gives you something to space out on, roll your eyes back. You can't look at anything. And when you imagine that white, clear space, it's like unimagining thoughts. You're imagining something mindless because that is the state you desire to attain. The state outside of the ego, the state outside of alpha waves, the state outside of your understanding of the way things are. So you feel the greater world around you in that moment. And then there is truth. All right, feeling good, feeling great. Oh yeah, I love that. I'm glad you guys are vibing on it. You set them up for a joke. What? What did I set up for a joke? Nothing's a joke. Everything's a joke. Candles? I'm scrolling back, whatever. We got this. Really love your stuff, man. It's really helped my anxiety. Good. I'm glad. Feeling fresh. Yeah. Love it. Good way to release stress. Yeah. Sighing a few times an hour is great. Okay, we can talk about that and anxiety. I know that a lot of you guys have done the physiological sigh, but it's an easy one. And this is the best way to reduce anxiety, like the quickest scientifically proven breath work to do. Andrew Huberman, Huberman Lab podcast kind of made it popular. It's a 3-part breath. You take a big deep breath in. It's called the physiological sigh. And you take a little breath and you do a sigh out. You want to actually vibrate the chest and gets the nervous system going. You do that a few times. You just do that, you will feel the anxiety dropping out. It's a really fast, easy breath work. And it's a great way to release that stress. Same thing. I've been told to come here, so here you am. Yay! Did you just show up? Because I'm pretty sure we did some witchcraft already, and we did some feeling, some things. Decide times. Oh, you guys just showed up. We did a meditation. Man, that was great. I mean, I thought it was great. I ate this truffle chocolate bar earlier. I ate the whole thing. This was like... It was like... How do I even explain that? It was like the second or third to fourth coming of Christ with great sex, like on a unicorn. Like, it was that good. It was incredible. I couldn't stop eating it. I just ate the whole thing. Yeah, I'm having a crash. I'm crashing. No, it's gone, dude. It's all gone. What's the most relaxing thing? Oh, Sarah's here. Sarah, I just ate the rest of that chocolate you brought over. I had a religious experience. This stuff? Yay, hi, Rosie. You left this thing here when you came by. And it was so good. I started eating it during the live. I was just going to have a little nibble, you know? Just a little. And it changed my life. Really. It did something to me inside of there. Like, not so much here, but here. And it really got me going. Rosie, how's your night? You doing good? Should I play you guys a song? Oh, it was for me? Oh. I ate it big time. It was awesome. Rosie, okay, I'll play a song if Rosie wants a song. Rosie, you got a crystal? Get a crystal. I know you got a bunch of crystals sitting right there with your mom. Give it a sniff. Oh, that really gets me going. All right, let's play a song. That was a nice chord. good vibe right there. Did we get to 1 million likes yet? Oh, we're getting there. Get to 20,000, you guys. Use those little fingers of yours. Just tap it away. Tap away on the screen. Just tap. Rosie, this one's for you. I've never played this before. I've definitely played this chord progression before, but the other part was new. Okay, it's called Rose. Rosie? It's called Rose. Rosie named it Rose. This one. That thing. Remember when we were like, let's go 11,000, and now we're practically at 20,000 likes. I've never actually looked at the likes before. Should I be paying attention? No. That's the thing with doing this stuff. The second I start paying attention or really caring, it's the second it sucks. You know? Because if I start caring about the outcome, it's nothing more than my ego getting in the way. You know, it's like, oh, it's got to be this way. The more I don't care and just do whatever I want, the more you guys are like, yay, I'm gonna like this. It's the weirdest thing, you know? Look at that. That says 20,000. Okay. Hey, Speedy McTappy Fingers. Thanks. You've done good. Your kid's done good. Thanks for inspiring that neat little song, Rosie. I had a cool vibe. Well, kids. Where's my new daughter, Emily? Somebody that was on today. I think it was M. She was like, you remind me exactly of my dad, and you have the same name. And I was like, I can be your dad. I'll be your internet dad. And she's like, actually, my dad's dead. And I was like, I'll totally be your internet dad. I don't remember her name, though. I'm not a great dad like that. I think it was Emily. But I feel a bond with her, though I have no idea who she is. That's the stuff that happens in internet land, you know? When you're just out here playing a bowl and loving people. Yeah, you were there. Okay. I got another kid. I wonder if my kids are going to be ticked. She seemed really nice. Like, had a good head on her shoulders, you know? I was proud of her as my daughter. Who wouldn't be proud of her, you know? It's like promising young woman out there just taking on the world and learning new stuff about herself. Like, that's something a father can't help but feel for his children. So proud. So anyway, I'm going to be putting an application. Oh yeah, you got Corey yelling at me too. I got Corey yelling at me so much. Corey was in a mood. I loved it. Corey's just normally just chill and dropping some animal facts and things. And today he was just yelling. He was getting wild. Oh, what a fun one. Well, thanks for hanging out today, guys. We managed a few lives today. I tried to do that one where I was working earlier, and it just ended up being a live, and it had nothing to do with me working. Oh, but the podcast episode is up. So if you go and find Life is a Thing on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify, or you just go to my profile in the bio, there's a little link tree and you can find shit. It's real neat stuff. So there's a new episode of the podcast, which we recorded today on a live. So if you were to be watching this live right now, while listening to the podcast that we recorded on an earlier live, you would definitely have too much internet for the day, and I would recommend just putting your phone down and going to bed and just calling it a night, because it's too much. Is that okay? Good. All right, you guys, you're awesome. I love you all. No, I think Corey was. I'm glad you liked the live music. I think Corey was yelling at us because he just wanted to yell today. He just had to get some stuff out, and he knew he was in a safe place. He'd have done the same. All right, everybody. You're awesome. Thanks for hanging.